This is a ZenBook Flip, and well, it basically flips. Hey guys, this is Varun from Mr. Phone, and today we have a very special laptop for you guys. This right here is the ASUS ZenBook Flip. Oh, and see the sticker right here? Yes, it is one of the first products from the company to feature the Ryzen chipsets. So, is this machine actually that good, or ASUS really needs to work a little bit more? Let's find out in my full review of the ASUS ZenBook Flip. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon right next to it to make sure you're tuned in for all our upcoming videos. We also have some great giveaways coming soon, so make sure you're tuned in for that. Now then, let's get started. Let's talk about the design first. Having used ZenBooks for a while now, I'm quite accustomed to the nano edge display. Now, while the ZenBook Flip does not have massive bezels, they are still noticeable. But that's a good thing because that gives you an added screen space to hold on to when the laptop is being used in tablet mode. In fact, you still get a display with a 90% screen to body ratio. On the back side, you get a clean silver finish with the ASUS logo in the middle. The company has let go of the signature circular finish that was there on the previous ZenBooks, and honestly, I'm not complaining. This surface is smooth and more importantly is not a fingerprint magnet. For a convertible, the laptop's weight of 1.6 kg does feel surprisingly high. On paper, while it should be fine, using it while folded is a different story. For some reason, it doesn't feel that comfortable. Now, maybe it's the keyboard at the back, or maybe it's the weight distribution inside the laptop. It's hard to pinpoint what factor is leading to this experience, but yeah, I wish that the laptop was a tad bit lighter. Now, in terms of connectivity, the ZenBook Flip actually offers a very decent package. You get a DC charging port, a full-sized HDMI port, a USB 3.1 Type A port, and a USB 3.1 Type C port on to the left side. Over to the right side, you get a micro SD card slot, a USB 2.0 port, 3.5mm headphone jack, and a power button. Overall, the placement is fine, but I do wish that there was USB power delivery here. Like, seriously now. The ZenBook Flip 14, as the name suggests, has a 14-inch display. The panel here is a full HD display with 100% sRGB color gamut and 178-degree wide view technology. Now, I've come to expect great displays on ZenBooks, and this one is no different. Almost everything about this display is good. The color reproduction is great and the content feels super rich. Not to forget that this is a touch display too. Regardless of which mode you want to use it in, the touch response here feels good and there are no complaints as such. That said, the panel isn't that bright, so outdoor usage is a bit limited. The keyboard here is a mixed bag, one that works really well if you have a good muscle memory. See, the thing is that the keyboard in itself is pretty good. The 1.4mm key travel is great and the keyboard layout is fine too. In fact, I was able to get an average typing speed of 66 words per minute, which is decent enough. The problem here though is with the keyboard's backlight. Due to the color of the laptop, the white light doesn't seem to illuminate the keys properly due to bad contrast. As a result, it doesn't matter if you have the backlight on or off, the keys are almost always difficult to see. Now, if you've watched my previous reviews of the ZenBooks on this channel, you know that I'm not a fan of the touchpads that ASUS incorporates on its laptops. This one right here is different. Almost everything here works well. The surface feels smooth and premium, and there is no regressed touch. The gestures work fine. I just wish the touchpad had a bigger area overall, but then again, that's more of a nitpick. On the whole, the touchpad is great, something that I would like to see ASUS make more of. The ZenBook Flip lets go of the fingerprint scanners that we're used to seeing here and instead comes with a 3D IR camera. As such, you get Windows Hello, which I any day prefer over a fingerprint scanner.
Sadly, even with all that tech, the video quality in itself is mediocre at its best and should suffice just for your normal video calls.
The Flip features a dual speaker setup made in partnership with Harman Kardon. They are placed at the bottom of the laptop, meaning the sound comes from the underside in laptop mode and against the display lid in tablet mode. I found the best use case for them in tent mode though, because that is how you get the sound to be really enhanced. Trust me, you'd need that because the speakers on this thing are really mediocre and they don't sound that loud. Okay, so this is the most interesting part right here. For a long time now, I've been in touch with ASUS and I've been begging them to make a laptop with the AMD Ryzen chipsets, for how great they are in terms of performance. And well, we finally have a laptop with the AMD Ryzen chipset. And to be honest, I feel a bit guilty because this laptop is not what I wanted. You see, in terms of core benchmarks and day-to-day usage, the laptop flies. That's great, but that's all if you have the system plugged in. The moment you unplug the charger, the performance just takes a toll. You can see lags here and there. Yeah, lags on an SSD, and sometimes even Chrome hangs a bit. I mean, the overall performance on the battery sucks. Speaking of the battery, the Ryzen is a power-hungry chipset, which brings me to the next part of this laptop review, which is the battery. AMD's chipsets are known to be power-hungry, and even being a mobile chipset does not help the Ryzen 3700U. The ZenBook Flip packs in a 42 watt 3-cell battery, which the company claims should last up to 9 hours. Now that's a big joke because to keep the system running in optimum condition, you need to use it on high performance mode. And on that mode, the laptop barely manages to last 3 hours. That is such a shame because this laptop is clearly designed for portability and mobility, and to have such a mediocre battery life really spoils the fun. Now let's keep this short and simple. Is the ZenBook Flip actually worth your money? No. The whole idea of this laptop is portability, and the overall performance of this laptop is its biggest downfall. If you're looking for a Ryzen powered laptop, the ZenBook 14 with a Ryzen chipset is what you should be looking at. This, on the other hand, feels like a tough recommendation, for it offers features that don't work in sync. It feels like such a wasted opportunity because the ZenBook Flip is actually a very good machine for your desk replacement, but once you unplug the laptop, it's just not that good. Well, that was my review of the ASUS ZenBook Flip. Make sure to sound off your thoughts on the laptop in the comments below. If you're still interested in buying, there's a buying link for the same laptop in the description box as well. Well, that's me signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.